I loved everything, to be honest. Going up to Burj Khalifa, I think it was the best thing.
Welcome everybody. I'm here at the Dubai International Arabian Horse Show to cover the show for you all. The first day in which we are here started with all the colts and filly foals, and then all the females classes. Tomorrow we will enjoy the male, and I'm really looking forward for the stallion one, a very high quality here. And then on Sunday, finally, we will enjoy the championship. The Dubai International Arabian Horse Show is, as usual, a very big reference point for all the Arabian horse industry. Just the most beautiful and successful horses come to compete here. A lot of horses that are here now will go to compete in Paris for the Arabian Horse World Championship. And a lot of horses that were in Paris last year are now here to compete for the gold medal in Dubai. But I want you to go a bit deeper in the Dubai show, so I had the chance to sit with Bob Box, that has a lot more experience than me, and let's see what he has to say.
I was born into the Arabian horses. I always tell people I've never had a real job. I've only ever grew up with the horses. We grew up raising horses. We grew up on a breeding farm. My brother and I'm the last child of 8 children. And in my early teenage years, started training. We started Midwest Training Center, my brother David and I. And as we got older, my passion turned to breeding. I want to continue breeding and showing on a limited basis special horses for special people. I don't really have an interest anymore to have a big training center with a lot of horses. My wife and I breed only 3 mares a year, maybe 2 mares. We have 2 or 3 babies. We have Bint Bay Shah. And Bint Bay Shah is the top producing mare now in the world. She has children in 10 different countries now, grandchildren in 35 or something like this. I don't want to have a whole barn full of stallions, and so we represent QR Mark. Mr. Gaysons was kind enough to ask that, and before that we weren't going to stand any stallion. But QR Mark, we couldn't say no. I'm a 4th generation in horses in my family. I'm a 2nd generation in Arabian horses. My son, of course, will be the next generation, and he has 2 sons, my grandsons, which are just babies, but they love the horses. From the breeding side, unfortunately, I've seen many small breeders stop. And I think many of them have stopped because they've aged out. As they've gotten older and retired, they didn't have children to follow the program, like I've done with my family, and I hope my children do with ours. But in place of that, there's been many new breeders come with the show horses. It has become truly a sport of kings. The classes were huge, 60, 70, 80 horses competing, and today it's much smaller. But the horses that are competing, as you can see here today, are amazing. If you don't have an amazing horse, it's very, very difficult. But even as a small breeder, if you breed and produce an amazing horse, everybody's there to buy it. So from that end, the market is very good, very good. And to come to Dubai especially is so special. Any country you ever wanted to visit, you can find here in Dubai, in one city. And I'm honored to be here. I'm looking forward to my first presentation and experience tomorrow. It's like brand new again. And I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit older. The arena looks a little bit bigger. But we're going to do it. Thank you very much.
It's only water, it's either sink or swim. Can't hold back your light and expect to win. Gotta go harder, oh you've gotta learn. Don't suppress your fire, baby, let it burn. Be who you are. Nobody can take that away from you. Oh, straight from the heart, no playing games. You gotta be true, true, true. You gotta be. Sometimes it's gonna hurt, baby. Just let your tears fall down. Don't need to worry about tomorrow, baby. 'Cause you got time to figure it out.
Thank you very much for your kind invitation.
So today we started with all the first classes, and we had first the filly and the colt foals. What the judges really judge in these young horses?
But of course all the judges going to recognize if in this small horse can be the future champion. So we judge the conformation like as the bigger horses, but the problem is that in several months they can change in better way or in not better way. So let's see next year how this baby will be developed. And by the way, I noticed that many breeders from all over the world introduce new stallions, new blood. It's very important, and let's see how it will go. So I'm really hope for the best.
So today we had all the female classes, and now we are going to see who won the classes to see what will be in the championship. The first yearling female, Di Shinaha. She's a new contender from Dubai Stud. She's I know by F.A. Rashim, that is a very influenced stallion for nowadays. And who was the second?
The second was Ariem Samha. Also very nice filly. I saw upon the points the difference from the first plane to another place. The second place was very small, so means that the both filly are very good quality.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we wish good luck in the championship for both of them.
Section B. The first one was by Ajman, AJ Banafsaj. And the second one was the world champion LR Era Excalibur. They both were very beautiful filly. There is not that much difference.
Much different in the score. Also, I can notice it from it. Also, Era was very nice, good looking, but probably a little bit of tired from traveling because she competed recently in many competitions.
Fillies 2 years old. Seranza from Al Baida Stud. Mr. Ahmed El Talawi, Rafael Kurdi made a very nice job. She was also gold medal in Sharjah just a week ago, if I say it right. She made a very beautiful show. She moved very well, as you can see from the mark. She was very nice.
Very complete filly, and also as far as I remember, I think she was also bronze champion in Paris last year. And immediately after is going again the horse from Sheikh Amar, Ajman Stud.
I love about AJ Nora, her head.
She has amazing face. It's really distinguished herself from other fillies.
Filly 3 years old, so again a nice success for Dubai Stud. He a giant. She was world champion 2 years ago. She came back in the ring this year. I have to say she was very nice. Paolo was smiling. In the meantime, she was showing her.
Immediately after came the filly from Ajman Stud again, Aji Sarai. The quality is so high here in Dubai competition.
Class 5 mares in age 4-6 years old. Again, Albaida Stad made a fantastic job with Galerida. She was silver medal in Sharjah.
Galerida is beautiful filly, beautiful type,
The second one in the class was Najda Al-Zubair.
world champion mare.
Irina, what do you personally look more when you judge a mare?
Well, of course, it should be feminine and typey. Middle class of the mares.
Al-Khalidia made a nice job with Gazalad, Al-Khalidia. The second one from Al-Kela Stad.
Yes, very typey mare, but very nice score for the type and also for movement. Congratulations for the owner.
Then we arrived to the last class. I believe a lot of people was waiting for this class.
Of course, of course. So Imandori, nobody knows. This horse was competing for so many years in the international show arena. I think she was in the most of the countries in the world winning with a high score of the show. Her great title like world champion, European champion.
She was a gold medal and highest score of the show in Sharjah last week. But the second one was Norma. She's also a very beautiful mare owned by Al Stad. And anyway, the championship is still open. I'm sure we'll see very good moments.
Good luck in the championship.
Absolutely.
And thank this competition to be invited here and to be present to follow these beautiful horses. Thank you.
If you breed Arabian horses, one of the most beautiful and interesting part is to choose the right stallion. Some stallions really left their mark in our industry. That's why I went around the VIP table asking who is the most remarkable stallion nowadays in our industry or which stallion they prefer. Let's watch it.
I think it would be QR Mark because his offspring is like everywhere, and I also like the stallion a lot.
What about you?
I would go with Onsa also. I prefer Rashim. I really love him. He always impresses me. I really like him.
In Polish or in mix will be in Excalibur and Ajman Minsuni, a little bit old but was very good stallion. In Egyptian, straight Egyptian, العديد الشقاب, عصفور وعب and براق العالية.
Marwan الشقاب. He is the most, influenced, stallion in the world. Royal color. They are changing, the way and the style of like our horses.
And the Precious is my best.
I'd have to say, I think Rashim's been putting on a lot of type on the horses, and it's a different type than what we've seen before with, really fine faces. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what he does over the next couple of years and when he's breeding more in Europe. And of course, I have a favoritism with Farid. I think Farid's been having a very big impact, and he's doing a good job, and we're really proud of him, and we're proud that we're part of his history.
Alexander. Yeah, I think he's one of the best young stallion in the world.
Marquis owned by Prince Khalid bin Sultan. I think he's the best stallion. Even I have three, two colts and one stallion, but it's I don't talk about them because the best one it's Marquis.
For us, it's for sure AJ Mardan. He doesn't breed many mares, but the amount of foals he's had and the quality, I think, puts him in the rank of the best ones around at the moment.
I can say about personal taste, Emerald J. This is the most stallion I love in the world. Also Shanghai. Kanzel Badair, I like him also. Those three stallions, I think the best in the world until now, so far.
I think it's Excalibur.
Why?
I see a beautiful stallion. That's why.
You like
breeding, for breeding and in the show, it's all.
Olivia, thank you for being here. Welcome to Arabian Insider.
My pleasure to be here with you.
The second day just finished. The last stallion class is here. You can see who was winning, but let's go a bit into the result of today. So we have here with us the results. The yearling called section A.
Admiral. Well, I love when there's a story behind the win, and in this case, when I first got here, and Ryan Jones was so happy because the parents bred the mother of this colt. So it has this story behind, and a story of breeding and of program and of things happening, and I really like that. It's not a coincidence, it's a work behind.
Yes. Second in the class was Sinmar Al-Bidayah.
Sinmar is a beautiful colt, and also I admire a lot what Al-Bidayah does, and the horses are looking so good at the show, and they are moving so well, and I love Barry's job as well. I think it was a very, very nice class.
Section B, again in the yearling colts, and Dubai Stud won the class this time.
Yeah, well, Dubai Stud horses are looking amazing at this show as well, and this colt was fantastic. They are also all moving so well, or giving a great show with Paulo, and we're also looking forward to see the open house and on Sunday to look at the horses. They're always nice.
Dubai Stud also had the second place in the class with D. Barek. So we will see tomorrow. So class 10, colts 2 years old.
Kafu was bred by Shanghai. He was a very, very commented colt among the crowd there.
And the second place in the class was K.A. Nabras from Khaled Ghanem Mubarak.
Also a very nice colt. I think this class was very competitive.
Okay.
What can we say about Saraj?
I mean, he was world champion 2 years ago, and the first show season for him, I mean, he just had all gold in a row, and then he achieved the world champion in Paris. Now he's back after 2 years as a junior colt. He was fantastic. He's growing very nice. He's a son of F.A. El Rashim that is also producing so much, of course, from Dubai Arabian Stud.
I always say that the limit, when a colt passes the 2 years old, still being spectacular, then you have a stallion for sure, and Saraj is that.
And you know that he's also very sweet. He's a very nice boy. And the second in the class was A.J. Jabran from Ajman Stud, of course. Very beautiful him as well. Stallion 6 years old.
Gallardo J. It's very nice to see him again, because, well, the last time was in Paris 2 years ago.
Yes. The second in the class was Alarian Barret from Alarian Arabian Stud. Yeah. Very nice as well.
Also, very good moving horses. All the horses from Alarian did a really good show, really good entrance, very typey, very beautiful.
The Polish blood, Equator. Silver world champion just a few months ago, 2017. It was fantastic at the world champion. He was fantastic today, moving as a machine like he can do. What can we say?
Always with such a spirit, that horse, always willing to show, always willing to do everything that is asked. Also, Rafael did an amazing job.
Fantastic.
Because it's a horse that had been shown by different trainers. Smile in his face, proud of his horses.
You can see the passion.
Yes, absolutely.
At the end, why
That's
we are
very
all
nice.
here and why we all love these horses.
And for people that maybe don't know much about the breed, and they're always complaining maybe of the shanking and a bit aggressive sometimes, this is a very nice spectacle to see how he treats his horses, and you see this very kind relationship
and the
between...
horse is enjoying also,
and the horse is enjoying, and it's a big
But
pleasure.
it was a very tough class, because the second place in the class was taken by E.S. Arir. I mean, he's also a very big name, owned by Al Sakran Stud. He made a very nice show with Paulo. He was moving, he was showing, very good.
And the results were very close.
Yes, very, very close. The last class of the stallion, Eden C from Al Sayed Stud, he was also very showing he did an amazing stand-up. Glenn Shockers showed him very well.
Also, it's a horse that show after show always keeps showing, and
it's nice to see him back, like
It's
also
very
yes,
nice.
Arir, you know.
Once in a while, it's good to see all these horses also showing the ring. Maybe you visit the farms and you see them, but it's also nice to see them come in and
at the show. Absolutely. And the second place in the class was took by Marquis from Al Khalidia stable. It was nice to see him back with Philippe Jose. He was enjoying as well.
Always a fun horse, always a joyful horse, and Yeah,
And it is very good.
very
So
nice to see.
tomorrow it will be a very competitive and interesting championship for the female and for the male as well.
And also a pleasure for us from South America. That's in my case, I'm from Uruguay, and we are so happy to be here and admiring all this and bringing new ideas and new things to put into our countries and into our programs and into our shows. So for us, it's all very important to be here.
What do you think about the breeding in South America and Middle East? There are a lot of big difference, or?
I think that now, like, there's, I think the great horse is one. Like, I don't believe too much in the American horse or in the European horse or the South American horse. The great horses are admired and can win everywhere. So of course that here in the Middle East they are doing an amazing job because they bought or they bred the best stallions in the world, they have the best mares in the world, so great things are appearing. And today I think that it's our, what we want to achieve, or our
goal.
Yeah, to our reference, like more highest reference is what they are doing in the Middle East today.
Sure.
So, well, in South America, of course, that we are a bit behind.
But what is beautiful, I believe, is that you also have different bloodlines. So, you know, we can also import different bloodlines.
Yeah, for sure. Well, actually, many of the mares that are the mothers of these champions here, you can see Brazilian blood behind, or American, Argentinian even. But maybe they are more like modern, maybe in the bloodlines or in the stallions they used after. I think we have an amazing base for breeding in South America. We just need to bring all these new stallions and all this new blood.
Thank you so much for following. See you tomorrow.